All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
All right.
Now a give left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll send him over right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
First and 10 from the 41.
Right to the right. Right to Texas.
They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Right to Texas.
On play action, here's Stroud. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage. Stroud
off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Here we go. Look at hot, look at hot.
Shotgun now, first round. Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ow, the cut. Hey, south, south, south. Good.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
On the quick, right?
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, Ralph, Ralph.
Now a give running right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
On red.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
He'll always sign off on it when that particular call comes in the headset and the running back gets a chance to hear it. A toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
24. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 11, Agate.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
So that connection for... Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He puts some power on a deep one left. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Why, Tony?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Has him on the quick hitter. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Robin. 11. Hey, uno. Hey.
From the red zone now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie things up at 14. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Running this one left. And that's good for a gain of 5. Christian Harris on the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Set. Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buying some time right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here's a give up the middle. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Working quickly here.
Hey, Jupiter.
Going on fourth. Here's Lawrence. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Here we go. Hey! Mikey Texas. Mikey. Hey, we're no more.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Texans could break this tie for a halftime lead. All right, here we go. Second down. Another carry for him. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They motion the slot man right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, go! Hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He throws a bullet, throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Right up the gut. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Offense up to the line fast. From the 31. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
White, Tony. 11.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
All right.
They're running again. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting at the 10. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
One last play before the break.
Lisa 24.
Looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run!
Hand off to the back. And he gets him around 6 there. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
11.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
All right, let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Hey. 30 left. 11. Red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
All right. Hey, uno. Like you text.
From the 39. Short pass brought. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
Now give left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Brought in right side. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Only 2 on the carry there, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They're headed up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in themselves right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Take right open. Here we go.
First down throw, Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Sink right.
Now it's Lawrence. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
11, Haggett. Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Simple dive up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Stroud off the play fake. And that one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Oh, right.
Give now to the running back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
All right. Why, Tony. 11.
They send a man in motion. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. He gets him 6, but it brings up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20. It jumps out at the 13.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Go. Let's go. Silver.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans are going to take over after the interception. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Hey, uno. Nike taxi.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, let's go. Puppy.
He gets another shot here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push the lead to 20.
34. Buccaneers 14.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On red. Hot.
Lawrence now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D-tackle just got it done. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
24.
Here he is on 3rd and long. His pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
South.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
White Tony.
Here's the handoff. The juke gets him some running room. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, it totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
All right.
They give it to him up the middle. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And the Texans grab it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Finds a man right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Red on red. Here we go.
He's got it on the bootleg. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Gun.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, kill. It's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
11. 30 left. Silver.
One final shot here. And that pass ball's incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So the Texans come away with the road win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Texans, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.